Alright, well, since we got new Pokemon games coming out for the Nintendo Switch this weekend, I guess the Pokemon company just decided to go, you know what? Let's make this Pokemon hype week. Let's release our first trailer for our first live-action movie. Now, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, then you know that I'm a Pokemon fan. I've been a Pokemon fan all my life. I've played the games all my life. I watched the show when I was a kid. I watched the movies. So needless to say, there are two things I've wanted all my life. The first one's coming this weekend. Games for a home console that are like main series core games. The second thing, I guess, is coming out of May of next year. That's a live-action movie. I thought, come on, a live-action Pokemon movie would be great. You know, it could be like Ash, you know, on his journey, and he gets his Pikachu, and they go on their journey together, and they learn about the bond between people and Pokemon, and battling together as partners. Instead, what do we got? Well, we got a movie based off of a spin-off game that I've never played. We got our first official trailer one for Detective Pikachu, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I figured I might as well talk about it, since I am a huge Pokemon fan. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say this looks ridiculous. Granted, the world of Pokemon is ridiculous, be honest. For lack of a better word, I don't mean this to be a pun, but it's really true. It's far-fetched. But I thought a translation to the big screen would look cool, you know, the Pokemon in real life would look cool because they would look like they did pretty much in Pokemon Battle Revolution, which was one of my favorite Pokemon games, by the way. But no, in this movie, they went for the more realistic textured look, and I just don't know. It looks flat out weird. I mean, the first shot in the trailer, you see a Dodrio walking by, it looks fine, but you see a little Charmander there in the corner, I'm like, okay, it's got scales, makes sense, but it looks weird. But it was the next shot where I saw the Psyduck with that one chick, where I was like, yeah, alright. This is strange. Because, yeah, okay, they gave Psyduck feathers, which, again, makes sense, but, like, compare that Psyduck to an actual Psyduck from the games, just, it looks really different. Also, who's the girl? I looked her up, she was in Lady Bird, she was also the main girl in Paranormal Activity 4. It's good that she's getting more work. I don't know if this movie's gonna do much for her, though. But then the music starts up, and I was like, okay, well, at least they got the Pokemon theme in there. Tim. That adds some sort of authenticity to this movie. The main character is named Tim Goodman. It's Justice Smith, the kid from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The story goes his dad was some famous detective in Rhyme City. I don't know what region Rhyme City is in. Again, I haven't played the Detective Pikachu game that's out there. But you see that this movie, I guess the game too, does take place in the actual Pokemon world. Like you see on this character Tim's wall, it says Sinnoh. I'm like, alright, Sinnoh's getting a shout out. I imagine the other regions are out there too. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn. But then the title character, Detective Pikachu, shows up in his house. And immediately I was like, that's Deadpool coming out of a Pikachu. It's just weird.
Oh my god, you can understand me! Stop! I've been so lonely!
Like, the voice doesn't really match at all with the Pikachu. I just hear Deadpool. Like, I can imagine any scene from any given Deadpool movie, either one or two, and have Pikachu's lines coming out instead, and it works.
Oh my god, you can understand me!
And again, Pikachu just looks weird. Why is he floofy? He's got like puffy fur. Like, why not just have it be flat like Pikachu is in any other 3D Pokemon game? The best part of the trailer is when they're in the street and they're like, okay, do you think anyone else can understand me? Justice Smith goes up to some random couple. He's like, you can understand him, right? And you hear it in like an actual Pikachu voice. Pika Pika! I was like, alright, that sounds like a Pikachu. In fact, that one tiny blip, I was completely fine with it because I was like, okay, there's a live action Pikachu. It sounds like a live action Pikachu. Just begs the question, why are they making this spin-off game the live-action movie? And then you see glimpses of other Pokemon in here. You got Bulbasaurs, and you got Jigglypuff, who looks like Donald Trump, kind of. Jigglypuff, to me, was the worst offender of this trailer. Charizard looks kind of cool, again, with going with the more realistic look, like he's got scales. Actually, looking at him a second time and really thinking about it, it actually does look kind of cool. He's roaring, breathing fire. Alright, acceptable, I guess. And you also see a few Greninjas. I'm like, alright, we're gonna have generations 1 through 6 in this movie. We got all of them, pretty much. I don't think I saw anything from Generation 7 in here, or at least nothing I instantly recognized. The scene with the Mr. Mime was also pretty strange to me. We do get to see Mr. Mime use a move, though. He uses, I don't know what it is, like light barrier or some kind of barrier, reflect or something. Pikachu jumps up against it, and then he's like, splat. That was kind of funny. But if you take a closer look at Mr. Mime's shoulders, it looks like it's made out of that material that those rubber balls you played with in elementary school are made of. In the end, I just don't know about this movie. It could be one of the best movies of the year. I just don't know. Live action Pokemon is something I've wanted to see all my life because I thought it would be awesome. In the end, it looks like some of those YouTube videos I've seen of live action Pokemon, they just look strange. But it does look like they're going for authenticity. They're referencing a whole bunch of stuff. Like the poster alone, you'll see a bunch of references to stuff. And if you look on the main character's wall, you see like there's a Rayquaza up there, and there's like, you know, posters for all sorts of stuff. The Jigglypuff has a microphone in his hands, and you know, you see guys sleeping at the table, so you see like Jigglypuff is getting mad that the guy fell asleep at his song, but that's what Jigglypuff does. He sings people to sleep. Or she sings people to sleep. Whatever gender it is. Could be either. I'm gonna see this movie, obviously, but if I had to place my bet right now whether this movie is going to be good or not, I would not bet for it's gonna be good. I mean, maybe the movie as a whole will be good, you know, it'll tell a good story about people in Pokemon and searching for his father, but the Pokemon fan in me is just gonna be like, they look weird and I'm just not ever gonna get used to that, because I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to that. I am an optimist though, so we'll see. So the first trailer for Pokemon Detective Pikachu, the live action movie. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? And are you gonna get either of the games coming out this weekend for the Switch? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe.